If you know what's good for you, don't set foot outside this spaceport. It's practically a war zone. I'm Minister Plenid with the Republic's Diplomatic Corps. I was almost killed out there. The Kintan Kings gang controls this part of Nar Shaddaa. They're violent and well-armed Niktos who hate the Republic. The gang attacked me right out on the street in full view of everyone. My bodyguards were dead before I knew what was happening.
Sorry about the delay, folks, in choosing this dialogue option. I'm simply setting up my mic. Let's see.
Where can I find these killers?
They're still outside, but I have worse news. The murders aren't the worst of it. My bodyguards all carried Republic passcodes, and now the gangsters have them. With those passcodes, the Kintan Kings can slip right through our security. We'll be defenseless.
How much are those security passcodes worth to you?
I suppose trusting a mercenary I've never met before is better than the alternative. If you recover the security passcodes from the Kintan Kings, I promise you'll be compensated. Just not by me. The Kintan Kings who shot my bodyguards are still outside the spaceport. They have the passcodes, I'm sure of it.
Alright, I'm mainly testing, we're starting obviously the planet arcs now. And, well, at least for the first area. But what I'm also trying to test out is if I do the story missions first on a planet, could I gain influence for a companion that I recruited on said planet? Part of me feels like I don't, but I feel like it's something worth testing. I just need to, what's it called? Do missions with Bowder as my companion. And we'll see if we can get influence with him.
Just what you asked for. You're going to like this.
My results were less than ideal, Master. There is no excuse for this failure.
Here we go. Now, we didn't get any notifications from Bowder just yet, so it still needs to be completely tested. Oh, we have to... What should we have passed? So yeah, this is the start of an area's location. So even though that guy gave us the quest back there, who I got off the speeder for, it wasn't actually him. Like he just gets us in that point. There's a character like that in every planet.
Vehicle pads are currently open for business. Have a safe and pleasant stay.
They then direct you to go to like a base camp of sorts. That's where you go talk to your first person, and then they'll direct you to a region that you then have to essentially clean or help out with. So in this case, we have to go to the promenade. Which, fun fact, is a shared location. I believe Republic and Imperial players can actually cross paths here. There are a few places like that in Star Wars: The Republic. Generally, if there's a shared planet, you don't cross paths because you're on different parts of the planet. If you travel far out of your way, you can get to areas that you do cross paths. Like, for example, Tatooine. I believe Anchorhead is the Republic's point. Like, it's in the far north of interaction there. But then the Empire has like Mos Espa as their anchor point for the Tatooine storylines. However, if boat were to go south or north far enough in a certain region, they can actually cross paths. Oh yeah. Okay, here we go.
Oh, this is a disaster, Barish. How can I deal with enemies who don't negotiate?
Ya power Golka, Doroni Kuna Wawunda Dongo.
Minister Planet sent me. I have your stolen security passcodes.
I couldn't believe our luck when he sent word you were coming. You have my gratitude. I'm Ambassador Averdon. This is Barish Fenak Toril, one of the system's most prominent business leaders. Welcome.
Chiliska chanagawanin chicos pa inikudade.
Somebody want to explain what's going on?
I'm afraid we're at war with the underworld. My mission is to establish strong Republic ties on Nar Shaddaa. We need its technological assets to defend ourselves against the Empire. Nar Shaddaa's leaders sold us an entire sector to use as our base of operations. Unfortunately, it's overrun with Kinton King gangsters.
Their days are numbered. That's a promise.
I should warn you. These are no ordinary
Okay, I feel like you can't get... See, that felt like a very Bowder approval thing. Let's just see. So I don't have long. Let's put his name. Bowder. Because, like, he's all about... I assume he's all about honorable combat and all that. Yeah, so I'm absolutely right. He totally should have gotten us affection points for that. Definitely should have gotten influence points for that. Because, like, where the Nikto are essentially, like, here's what it says. Likes a good fight against worthy foes, protecting the weak, personal honor. And then he dislikes cruelty, bullying, slavery, respecting authority, that's in the wrong. So clearly what we picked, like, was protecting the weak. Like, it feels like it falls under two of the premises. Good fight against worthy foes and protecting the weak. And yet we did not gain influence. So which means for all of Nar Shaddaa, you cannot gain influence with Bowder. So our we are actually better off switching over to Coastal Rigs.
Let's have us some fun, Captain.
Next planet, we'll switch to Bowder to gain some influence with him.
Oh, this is a disaster, Barish. How can I deal with enemies who don't negotiate?
Ya power golka, toroni kuna wawunda donko.
Minister Planet sent me. I have your stolen security passcodes.
I couldn't believe our luck when he sent word you were coming. You have my gratitude. I'm Ambassador Averdon. This is Barish Fenak Toril, one of the system's most prominent business leaders.
No, we heard all this.
I was starting to wonder if the
Might not.
Their days are numbered. That's a promise.
I should warn you, the Kinton Kings want us out of their territory, and they're winning. A Jedi who was helping us was found butchered in the open street. Those gangsters did horrible things to him.
That guy was either a terrible Jedi, or those gangsters are something special.
The Jedi was young, but very strong. We believe this gang is indeed unique.
Kipuna maletota odmishka kabano tasema.
Morgukai are a Nikto cult. Jedi hunters trained to resist the Force.
Personally, I think the Force is overrated.
In this case, you may be right. The gangsters' attack on Minister Planet was a diversion. Their true goal was hijacking a Republic military freighter carrying cybernetic combat implants.
Eso poda no pachunki, fagutaji otovogisa.
We don't need Kinton Kings with enhanced speed and strength. When you have the implants, take them to an arms merchant named Nurculus. He secretly works for Barish.
Putula musta, wobrani tampio, do pushi wampa. Jekilio, hasa, obobiska wampa huba.
hard to tell. So I feel like that could have gotten me. I should have gotten some influence with Corso for that. So, like, again, it's very difficult to tell. But yeah, we are clearly having to go to the Nikto sector. So several quests are going to be linking us to here. However, I have to go in 30 minutes, and there's a lot of quests for this area. So, you know, let's just keep on with the Bowder experiment.
Later.
And if we manage to get influence on, great. It'll prove that like you can get influence on the same planet, which would suggest always doing class missions first and then world missions. But for now, we're gonna have to leave it there because again, I have to get ready to head out. I desperately need to get some new shoes today because I'm at to pretty much destroying all my others because of the way I fight in Ludosport. But either way. Well, today I plan to get a lot of videos done, folks. As I said, one of the big goals I'm hoping for with this month of Star Wars for me is to accomplish, is to finish the Smuggler class. And again, if I focus purely on doing that, I should be able to get to the end. Maybe start a new character. Who knows? Maybe. Hopefully. If I do videos that are silent, if I do silent recordings, it's definitely achievable. Because I'll be able to play a lot more often without having to fear for, family and whatnot, getting background. So I may sacrifice commentary for the purposes of getting as much recordings done as possible. In either case, this is the Celtic Nerd signing out. One name, one sky.